Hello, I am Dr. Rashmi Singh, Associate Professor, College of Home Science, Chandrasekhar Azad University of Agriculture and Technology, Kanpur. Today I am going to discuss on the topic fuel value of foods. So, in this topic we are going to discuss the source of what is energy, source of energy, the forms of energy, currency for energy and the fuel value of foods. What are the physiological fuel values and the calorific fuel values of the foods. So, to understand the fuel value of foods, we need to first understand what is energy. We can define energy as capacity to do work. Capacity to do work, that means we need energy to perform all kind of activities, whether it is voluntary activity or involuntary activity. Voluntary activity which we can control, for example, sitting, standing, movement of legs or hands. So, these are all the activities which we can control. And another is involuntary activity, beating of heart, breathing, digestion, excretion, these are the involuntary activities. So, energy is required for both voluntary and involuntary activities of our body. Now, we come to the source of energy. Source of energy, sun is the original source of energy, because in the presence of sunlight and green plant pigment which we known as chlorophyll, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, plants synthesize carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water, and this stored carbohydrate is available as a source of energy for all living beings, whether it is animals or humans. So, we get energy from the food we eat, plant foods or it is animal foods. So, the plant foods or animal foods give energy to our body. Now, we come to the nutrients which give energy to our body. Nutrients are the chemical substances which are present in the food and they are required to perform the body functions, whether it is for energy, for growth, for protection, for the regulation of the metabolic processes in our body. So, nutrients, they can be classified into two groups. First is the macronutrients and another group is micronutrients. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, they are classified as macronutrients, and minerals and vitamins, they are basically micronutrients because they are required in very small amounts to our body. So, these three macronutrients, they are classified as macronutrients and these three are energy giving nutrients. Energy giving nutrients. What are they? Carbohydrates, fats and proteins. The main function of carbohydrate is to give energy, to provide energy to our body. Fats, they are the concentrated source of energy and its main function is to provide energy to our body. Proteins also give energy to our body, but it is not the main function of protein to give energy. It is for the growth and repair of the tissues. Now, we come to the forms of energy. The carbohydrate from the plants we get, it is stored in our body and it is the potential energy. So, potential energy is the stored form of energy in our body which is continuously available to the body to do the work from the, and this energy is released from the small amounts of glycogen which is present in the muscles and liver, from this fat depots and cellular muscles, or we can call it cellular masses. This potential energy stored in our body, it can be transformed one form to another. This potential energy can be transformed to mechanical energy, for muscle contraction. This potential energy can also be transformed to electrical energy for conduction of nerve impulses. Chemical energy, it is used for synthesis of new compounds. And thermal energy, for heat regulation. So, in this form, this law of conservation says that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, and this energy can be transformed from one form to another form. So, the stored potential energy can be transformed to mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy or thermal energy. Now, we come to the next subtopic, that is currency for energy. Whatever energy is produced, it is in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. And this ATP is used for the synthesis of all cellular materials in the body, for the secretion of hormones and enzymes, for the transport of nutrients and waste in the circulation. and across cell membranes for the contraction of muscles and so on. So, adenosine triphosphate, it is used for the work of the body. About 90% of the energy liberated from the food, it is from the TCA cycle, that is tricarboxylic acid cycle. Unit of energy in nutrition, this unit of energy is kilocalorie. And this 1 kilocalorie is equals to 4.184 kilojoules, or we can call it 4.2 kilojoules. So, after currency for energy, now we come to the fuel value of food. As we have earlier studied that carbohydrate, fat and proteins, they are basically energy giving nutrients. Now, 1 gram of carbohydrate, it gives 4 kilocalories in our body. So, we can precisely say that it is physiological fuel value, means it is the fuel produced by food in our body. 1 gram of protein gives same amount of energy, that is 4 kilocalorie. But the main function of protein is for the growth, not for the energy. 1 gram of fat, it will provide 9 kilocalorie to our body, and this value is more than double amount of the energy given by carbohydrate and proteins. That is why fat is also known as concentrated source of energy. Let us understand the fuel value of food. If a food contains 10 gram of carbohydrates, 5 gram of proteins and 5 gram of fat, then what will be the energy value or the fuel value of that particular food? What we will do? We will multiply this 10 gram with 4, 5 with 4 and 5 with 9. So, it will make 40, 20 and 45. So, the total fuel value of that food will be 105 kilocalorie. Let us understand this with example. For example, banana. Banana is basically starch, carbohydrate rich food, and it is completely carbohydrate, and one standard weight is 100 gram. So, the calorific value or the fuel value of banana will be 100 into 4, that is 400 kilocalories. Let us take another example. 1 tablespoon ghee. So, 1 tablespoon means 15 gram, and we will multiply it 9, it will be 135 kilocalories. That means 1 tablespoon of ghee will give 135 kilocalorie of food. Thank Thank you.